Okay, so team one, so again, whoever I call first, you will be the holder of the matches for team one. And it is Abby. So Abby, you're gonna be the matches for team one. So if you're on Abby's team, if you get a match, hand them to her. Okay, so your question is 7 is a blank of 21. 7 is a blank of 21.
Factor?
It is a factor of 21. It is a factor. Okay, so again, make sure when you flip them, kind of stand back so everybody can see, and then go to the next one. Okay, again, everybody needs to be watching, because it's your responsibility, Hunter. Hunter, it's your responsibility when you go to know where things are, so you need to watch. Okay, so again, stand up, friends. Hold on, stand up, let everybody see. Okay, and then flip them back. All right, team 2. Nathan. Okay, so Nathan, if you're on his team, you're gonna give your matches to him. So team 2, Nathan. Okay, Nathan, 4 20ths and 8 40ths are blank fractions. 4 20ths and 8 40ths are blank fractions. Okay, Abby.
Huh? I couldn't hear that.
Okay, team 2. Again, remember, we ready? Giancarlo.
Equivalent?
Equivalent fractions. They are the same thing. Equivalent fractions.
What did you say?
Okay, and remember, everybody needs to be ready because it could go back and forth. All right, so again, turn over 2, and again, step back so everybody can see. Okay, so everybody look, everybody needs to be looking. Okay, and then if you'll flip those back over to their face the same direction.
Cards when they did it. Abby or you?
Yeah, we've already said that. All right, Hattie. Okay, the blank of 3 and 30 is 30. The blank of 3 and 30 is 30.
The denominator?
Sir Grace, the blank of 3 and 30 is 30.
Least common multiple.
The least common multiple of 3 and 30 is 30. Remember, if one number goes into the other, the answer is the bigger number. So the least common multiple of 3 and 30 is 30.
That's weird.
Okay, again, so everybody watch. Okay. All right, team 1. Hunter. Hunter, 4/5 is the blank of 44 55ths. 4/5 is the blank of 44 55ths. Giancarlo.
Simplest form?
Simplest form, or lowest terms. Simplest form. 2. With his tongue sticking out.
It's cute.
Okay. All right, team 1. Brock. Brock, 35 is a blank of 5. 35 is a blank of 5.
It's a multiple.
It is a multiple of 5. It is a multiple.
Oh, yes, bicycle.
Hold on.
I think it's like right here.
Okay.
Yeah!
Hand that to your,
Abby, give it to Abby.
yeah, to Abby.
There you go. Would you like it to go again or?
No, you just get that point for your team. All right, Nathan.
Go again.
Okay. Nathan. 11/10 and 13/2 are blank fractions. 11/10 and 13/2 are blank fractions. Improper fractions. Yes, a fraction that's numerator is larger than its denominator is an improper fraction. Okay, so again, everybody needs to be watching because you gotta try to remember where you saw it last.
Oh, wait. I know where it is. Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, bro, you don't know where it is.
Okay, let them think. Okay, hold on. Remember, turn that over to you, and then step back for a second. Let everybody look.
I know exactly.
Okay, and then flip them back over.
Okay, we gotta get this right.
All right.
No.
Team 1. Kira.
Yes.
Okay, Kira, the blank of 2/3 and 5/6 is 6. The blank of 2/3 and 5/6 is 6. The blank of 2/3 and 5/6 is 6. No. Giancarlo?
The blank of 2/3 and 5/6
Is 6, uh-huh. Okay. Have an answer?
No.
Okay, back to team 1. Ellen.
The value?
Team 2. Eva.
The denominator?
Kira, I already called you. Richard.
Yes.
Oh, least common denominator.
Least
Yes.
common
Wait,
denominator. Okay, remember, least
Yeah.
common
Yes,
denominator
bro.
means the least common multiple of the denominators, but it's least common denominator.
Yes, Richie. No, the pizza right there.
Okay,
I know what it is. It's right here.
okay, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Okay, again, hold on. Okay, flip it over, step back for a second. Okay, flip them back over. Alright, team 2, Izzy. Okay, Izzy. Okay, 5 and 2/3 is a blank number. 5 and 2/3 is a blank number. Okay, you don't need to write anything down, I just need the answer. 5 and 2/3 is a blank number. I heard someone say the answer. 5 and 2/3 is a blank number. All right, team 1, Abby.
Mixed number?
Mixed.
Yes.
A mixed number is a number and a fraction.
Yes. No. Oh, no, we know what that
Okay.
is.
Okay. Team 2, again, concentrate when you see them. All right, Eva. Eva, I'm gonna give you 2 numbers. I want the least common multiple. And remember that when you're looking for least common multiple, either they only share a factor of 1, so you multiply them, one number goes into the other, so the answer is the bigger number, or they share more than one as a factor, which means you would multiply them and divide by the biggest thing that goes in a both. So your numbers are 4 and 30. 4 and 30. Least common multiple, 4 and 30. So again, do they only share a factor of 1, so you do something, Does 4 go into 30, so you do something? Or do they share more than one as a factor, so you do something? So 4 and 30, least common multiple. All right, team 1, Ellen. Okay, remember, everybody should have an answer and ready to go.
They both share 2 as a factor.
But that want the answer.
Oh, so no.
Hush.
30?
The answer is not 30. All right, Giancarlo. Okay, I need somebody from team 1.
I got
Somebody
you.
from
I know,
team
no,
one.
no,
Emma.
please. Yes.
Wait, I can't hear you.
60.
60. Okay, what you should have done, listen. Again, they share more than one as a factor, so you multiply them, 120. Divide by the biggest thing that goes into both, 2. The answer is 60.
Yes.
Yes,
pizza.
I remember the whole thing.
All right, team 2, Nathan. Okay, Nathan, I'm gonna give you 2 numbers. I want the least common multiple. 7 and 35. 7 and 35, least common multiple. Okay, 35. One number goes into the other. The answer is the bigger number. It's 35.
Nathan, you gotta get some.
Yeah.
There's several things y'all haven't even seen yet.
I wanna get the balloons.
You'll see.
There's balloons.
There's a toy truck.
You haven't done it.
A baby little truck.
If you get it first try, that'll be amazing.
So obviously you want to go something, another one we haven't seen because we haven't seen that yet. So
Good luck on
Nathan.
that.
Which one?
I feel like I should one too.
No, she just guesses a random answer.
okay, so again, flip them both. Okay, and then a greater blue, and then flip them back. Okay,
If you guess the answer,
Do
then
you
you
need to
get.
flip them where they're supposed to go?
that'd be awesome. Thank you. Kira. Okay, same thing. Least common multiple, and your numbers are 3 and 14. 3 and 14. Least common multiple, 3 and 14. So either they only share one as a factor, 3 goes into 14, or they share more than one as a factor. 3 and 14. You multiply them together, 42. They only share one as a factor.
Go, you got this.
No, the toy truck.
No, pick one that
You
you
don't
see.
know.
Where the toy
I'm
truck
just
is.
guessing.
Pick a random one, and then you know where it is. You haven't seen the doggy.
Okay, let her, she can do whatever she wants.
Okay, I know.
R
I've seen that one.
and,
I've seen that one.
Yeah?
Yes,
Oh,
I know exactly where that one is.
It's somewhere over here. Yeah, it's over here.
Nathan. Okay, again, step back so everybody can see. Okay, team 2. Eva, I'm gonna give you 2 equivalent fractions. One piece is gonna be missing. I want you to fill in the missing piece. 30 55ths. 30 55ths is equal to blank over 11. 30 55ths is equal to blank over 11. 6. Divide by 5 on bottom, divide by 5 on top. 6.
Basketball. I know where the basketball is. It's up there.
I already said don't say anything.
And that's already got them points.
Okay, team 1. Brock, same thing. I'm gonna give you 2 equivalent fractions. I want you to give me the missing piece. 3 20ths. 3 20ths is equal to 21 over blank. 3/20 is equal to 21 over blank.
over 140.
Times 7 times 7, 140. When you stare at the back for a minute, it starts to look like blocks, like 3D blocks. It's kind of cool. All right, team 2. One more of these, Nathan. 5/6 is equal to blank over 42. 5/6 is equal to blank over 42.
$35.
35 times 7 times 7. Okay, better
The
now.
toy truck.
All right. So that was 2, yeah. All right, team 1.
I need to find the puppy.
Abby. Okay, now we're moving to adding fractions. So I would turn your whiteboards long ways. Remember, when you add fractions, you want to put them on top of each other because you've got to go to the side and get common denominator. So this is just adding fractions. And remember, if it needs to be reduced, reduce it. And if you need to change it to a mixed number because it's improper, you've got to do that too. So this first problem is 2/3 plus 1/6. 2/3 plus 1/6. Another thing to be careful about on the test is are you adding or subtracting? Because again, a couple people accidentally did the wrong thing on the last, but again, it'll tell you, but just you gotta be careful. So 2/3 plus 1/6. Okay, so you gotta get a common denominator and then add. So 2/3 plus 1/6.
Who is it again?
It's Abby. Okay, 2/3 plus 1/6. No, close. Nathan? 5/6. You should have had 4/6 plus 1/6, which is 5/6.
Yes.
Okay, team 1. And it is Richard.
Yes.
Okay, Richard, your fractions to add are 3/5 plus 2/3. 3/5 plus 2/3. So again, first you gotta find a common denominator between 5 and 3. Okay, and then be careful when you get your answer and you'll see what I mean once you get it. So 3/5 plus 2/3. Okay, 3/5 plus 2/3. Just about being careful. Y'all know how to do this, just be careful.
It's your turn. 1 4/15.
1 and 4/15 is correct. You should have gotten 19/15, which becomes 1 and 4/15.
Right card we haven't done yet. You might know where the match is. That's the thing. Yes! 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 Yes!
All right, team 2, Giancarlo. Okay, now we are subtracting. Okay, so subtract. Okay, 5/6 minus 5/18. 5/6 minus 5/18. First, we gotta get common denominator between 6 and 18. And then you're subtracting. 5, 6 minus 5/18.
10/18.
Say it again.
10/18.
No.
Shh. Close. Kira.
I thought 10/18.
Okay, shh. Cooper. Okay, shh.
I'm not showing
No, 6.
Ellen.
1/18.
Izzy. Okay, I need somebody from team 1. Somebody from team 1. Hunter. And don't move yet.
5 nights.
Yes! I want everybody to look at your whiteboard. Okay, listen. I want everybody to look at your whiteboard. The top fraction should have become 15/18. So then you have 15/18 minus 5/18, which is 10/18, but that reduces to 5/9. So 5/9 is the correct answer.
Let's make this paper. It's a that bear. Bear. I would pick this one.
Don't step on them, please. Don't step on them, please.
No.
Okay, don't say anything. Don't say anything. All right, that was team 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Team 2, Sarah Grace. Okay, Sarah Grace, same thing. We are subtracting. Okay, subtracting, and we want 3/4 minus 5/20. 3/4 minus 5/20. You get 10/20, which is 1/2. Yes, it reduces to 1/2. Again, don't forget to reduce. Don't forget to reduce. Okay, team 1. Hunter. Okay, Hunter, I'm going to give you a fraction, and I want the decimal. Okay, and remember, when you're getting a decimal, the denominator needs to become either a 10 or a 100. So you're going to get a 10 or 100 with your denominator, and that will help you get your decimal. So your fraction is 2/5. I want 2/5 as a decimal.
3.2.
Not 0.2. Giancarlo.
Would it be 0.2?
That's what he said.
No.
Kira.
No, 0.4. Yes.
Hold on, I can hear.
Oh, we did 0.4.
0.4. Yes, you get the bottom to 10, the top becomes a 4.
Forgot
4
to do
tenths is
that.
0.4.
Forgot to do that.
Did you think she said 5?
I only did it at the bottom. Why don't we have another one?
Yes! That was a
Yes!
blind test.
Nice.
All right. So that was team 1. Okay, when we go back and forth, I'm like losing track of who we're on. Okay, so Nathan. Okay, Nathan, I'm going to give you a fraction. I want the decimal. 3/25. 3/25. So I want the decimal that would go with 3/25.
0.12.
Yes, you get the bottom to 100. So it'd be times 4 times 4, which would be 1200, which would be 0.12.
The first one I ever.
Okay, we automatically win.
Yay!
Well, I have a whole nother set of cards.
Oh, we do.
All right, so that was team 2. All right, so team 1. Abby. Okay, Abby, your fraction, actually it's a mixed number, is 4 7/20. 4 7/20. So I want the decimal that would go with 4 7/20. So it's 4, not with a line underneath it. It's 4 and then 7/20. It's a mixed number. 4 7/20. And we want the decimal, excuse me, that goes with that. 4 7/20. we're on team two. Giancarlo.
4.35.
4.35. 4.35.
I wonder which one you should choose. Yeah, pick this one first. It doesn't matter. Just pick it.
Okay, well, the next person is going. I'll put the next cards down. Okay, so now we're gonna be adding mixed numbers. Okay, adding mixed numbers is the same thing as adding fractions. It's just you've got whole numbers to add together as well. Okay, and so let me give it to someone and then I'll put the next set of cards down. Okay, so Richard, this one's gonna be yours. Okay, so just again, just be careful.
So adding fractions?
Yep, mixed numbers.
Adding mixed numbers.
Okay, 9 1/3, 9 1/3, plus 2 1/4. 9 1/3 plus 2 1/4. And I'll put the next set down real quickly while you're. I got it.
Seven twelves. Oh, I know.
No,
11
Okay.
and 7 twelves.
Hold on.
11 and 7.
Yeah, is correct.
Then you have to do some pictures.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on a
Sit
second.
backwards. I like your
Yes,
math.
I'm like,
I
7.
know it's
It's 11.
Hold on, because if you go before I'm done, then one of the matches might not be there. Like you might turn over a card that doesn't have a match yet. So hold on.
It was like this. What is the bigger set? What's the bigger set?
No, it's the same.
Oh, is it the same exact set?
There's 24. You have your cards. There's 24, so there's 2 sets. So right now there are, y'all just did 12, which is, you did 12 matches and this is 12 cards. Okay.
Whatever you get.
A
dinosaur!
Okay, hold on, step back.
An apple. Wait, a pumpkin.
Okay, so turn those back over and let's go to team 2.
You look delicious.
All right, team 2, Izzy.
Can I do?
Okay, yours is gonna be 4 1/5, 4 1/5, plus 6 9/10. 4 1/5 plus 6 9/10. And you will get an answer that needs to be fixed, and you'll see what I mean when you get your answer. Okay, so 4 1/5 plus 6 9/10, again, you will get an answer that needs to be fixed at the end.
Did you say 6
6 9/10. 4 1/5 plus 6 9/10.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, and again, you will get an answer that needs to be fixed. And again, you'll see what I mean. Hopefully. Okay. Izzy, do you know? Okay, team, Hattie. Okay. Okay, Giancarlo.
Oh my God,
Okay,
no. 11 and 1/10.
Okay, yes, don't move yet. So you should have gotten 10 and 11/10. The 11/10 has to be changed to 1 1/10, then you put it with the 10 for 11 and 1/10. That's right.
After I go, can I use the restroom?
I don't know. I can't.
I hate when teachers say that.
Okay, again, everybody watch, because this is a new set, so you can start thinking where they are.
Dinosaur. That's the same one.
All right, team 1, Ellen. Okay, Ellen, yours is 5 5/8. Excuse me, not minus. plus 5 5/8 plus 2 3/4. 5 5/8 plus 2 3/4. And you will get the same kind of answer you did last time. Okay, you're gonna get a whole number and an improper fraction, and you'll need to fix your answer. Okay, 5 5/8 plus 2 3/4. Okay, again, just be careful. Get a common denominator, add it, you're gonna get a whole number and an improper fraction, change the improper to mix, and then put it all together. Again, it's just being careful, being careful. Okay, 5 5/8 plus 2 3/4.
8 3/8.
8 3/8 is correct. You should have gotten 7 11/8, and that becomes 8 3/8. Yes. All right, so team 1. Okay, skate.
Wait, what is that?
Roller skate.
Those are cool. Those look like my roller skates.
I was like,
Okay, and fish.
Fishy, fishy.
Go fish.
All right, team 2.
The snap that one. The snap.
Sarah Grace. Okay, now we are moving to subtraction. So you are subtracting. All right, so it is 5 4/12. 5 4/12 minus 4 1/3. 5 4/12 minus 4 1/3. Okay, so get a common denominator and subtract. So 5 4/12 minus 4 1/3. 1. Okay, because the bottom fraction becomes 4/12. So 4/12 minus 4/12 is nothing. So then you just have 5 minus 4. There we go.
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, what team are you on? Your team? Team 2?
Brock. Okay, Brock. Yours is same thing. We're gonna subtract. So we're gonna do 6 4/5 minus 2 1/3. 6 4/5 minus 2 1/3. So get a common denominator between 5 and 3, and we're subtracting. Again, just be careful. 6 4/5 minus 2 1/3.
What's the other one?
It's Brock. 6 4/5 minus 2 1/3.
4 and 7/15.
4 7/15 is correct.
Oh, we're subtracting. Okay. It does. Or the floor.
So I forgot what
Okay, everybody look at slide. Okay, team 2. Eva. Okay, so now we're gonna subtract a whole number, a mixed number from a whole number. So that's where we have to rename that top number. So it's gonna be 7 minus 2 2/7. 7 minus 2 2/7. Remember, the 7's gotta be renamed so you can subtract with it. So 7 minus 2 2/7.
4 and 5/7.
You have to rename the 7 6 7/7. So yes, it is 4 5/7. Okay, a sled.
A sled.
What is sled?
I know what a sled is.
All right, and a dollar bill.
You know what a sled is?
Where is it? We haven't done this like.
All right, team 1.
Huh? I can see.
All right, Brock, same thing. So we're gonna subtract a mixed number from a whole number. So 10 minus 5 5/6. 10 minus 5 5/6. So we need to rename the 10 so we can subtract. 10 minus 5 5/6. this 10 should become 9 and 6, 6. So it's gonna be 4 and 1, 6. Hey, please don't step on him, thank you. Brock, don't step on him, please.
Don't step on the rock.
Alright, dollar bills. Okay, and dollar bills. Alright, team 2. Sarah Grace. Alright, now, these are not hard, you just gotta be really careful because there's a lot of steps. So we're gonna do 10 and 3/10, 10 and 3/10, minus 4 and 3/5. 10 and 3/10 minus 4 and 3/5. Alright, when you get a common denominator, this is the kind of problem where the top number is gonna be smaller than the bottom, so you've gotta rename that top number. So it's basically like we just did with one more step. Okay, and we'll,
Is it
it's minus. 10 and 3/10 minus 4 and 3/5. Okay, so again, this is gonna be the kind of problem where the top's gonna be smaller than the bottom, so you're gonna have to rename that top number. And I'll tell you what you should have done. So look at your whiteboard. Yes, I want everybody to look at your whiteboard. Okay, you should have renamed the top number. So first of all, the bottom becomes 4 and 6/10 when you get a new common denominator. And then the top is 3 minus 6, so you can't do that. So you gotta rename the top number. So you're gonna start with 9 and 10/10, just like you did in the problems before that. But then you still gotta put the 3/10 with it. So that's a total of 9 and 13/10 for the top number, and you subtract, and you get 5 and 7/10. Okay, draft. We've not seen that yet. Alright, great.
Yes. No, someone on team 1. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Abby.
Yeah.
Okay, same kind of problem. Okay, 6 and 1/9 minus 4 1/2. 6 and 1/9 minus 4 1/2. So same thing as last time. Get a common denominator. Once we get our two new fractions, the top number is going to be smaller than the bottom, and so we're going to need to rename the top number in order to subtract. 6 and 1/9 minus 4 1/2. 6 and 1/9 minus 4 1/2. Okay, let's come to team 2. Eva.
I got 1 and 3/18.
No. Kira.
2 and 1/9.
No. Eva again. Sarah Grace. Okay. Again, keep what you have on your whiteboard, because I'm going to tell you what you should have done. Okay, you should have been farther along if you started when I first gave it. Patty.
2 and 7/18.
All right, I need somebody from team
I got it, I got
2.
it.
Team 2.
I got it.
Team 2. Nathan.
1 and 1/6.
Team 1. Team 1. Hunter.
1 and 11/18.
Yes, nobody erase. Nobody erase. All right, so you should have gotten, everybody look at your board, you should have gotten 18 as your denominator. Okay, so that means that the top fraction is now 6 and 2/18, and the bottom is 4 and 9/18. You can't do 2 minus 9. So you've got to rename the top number 5 and 18/18 plus the 2/18 with it. So your new top number is 5 and 20/18 minus 4 and 9/18, which is 1 and 11/18.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Yes.
All right.
Hunter, 100
So, the two people that have the matches, count your matches.
We don't even have to. We don't have to.
How much do I have?
So how many matches do y'all have?
How many matches?
Either.
How many cards?
There's 16.
Yes.
So that's 8 matches, and y'all have how many? So 8. Okay, so 8 to 7. So that means team 1 is winner. So I need to see team 1, and then everybody else go ahead and get your shoes on and stuff. Alright, 1, 2. Yeah, just have a thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is he 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hi.